Yeah, I think that's okay visual. Not too bad. It's not too good, but it's not too bad. I think it'll be all right. Draw this guy out a little bit at a time. See how this thing goes. Okay. All right. Let's do it. The only thing I could think of is that I could wouldn't hurt to give out a little bit more height. I think I'll go with it like it is. Okay. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Hey, see y'all. See you, cat. Yeah, I think that's going to be all right. That's enough shoulder for him. Anyway, how's it going, folks? Glad to have y'all in there. Be sure to hit that like button as fast as you can. We are making a Bigfoot, a little Bigfoot. Going to be holding a sign that says "Go away." At least that's what we're going for. He may come out looking like a turtle. Let's find out. All right, digging his head out a little bit there. Not too bad a shape. Start cutting the shoulders off a little bit, shaping that out. And at some point in time, we're going to have to do a plunge cut in here to get the sign. But anyway, if you're just tuning in, be sure to hit that like button. What are we up to? 10, 16, something like that. Y'all be sure to hit that like button and we'll keep right on going. I'm having fun with this one already. That bar says? It says 12-inch chainsaw. That's because I'm so dumb, I can't remember if this is a 12, a 14, a 16, or a 20. Just can't, so I gotta have a, it's like having a name on your shirt. You know, hey, you're Bill. Oh yeah, I guess I am Bill. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in here named Bill is going, now how do you know that? I don't know. That's because it was on his shirt. Oh. Some detail out of that face before we go down lower, and to be honest with you, I didn't expect for that head to go so fast. Well, let's find out. I've never done a Bigfoot 3D. Time for everything, right? See the eye sockets, and I might go a little deeper with them. I don't know yet. Well, it's kind of set to see. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little deeper with them. I might as well do that now before I start kind of bringing it to if I want to make him smiling or just make him look grumpy, I'm just not really sure, you know, but I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Who all's in here today? Hey, we got, hey, June, what's going on? Baby kisses? Heck yeah. Delan? Delan, what do you know? You can't tell, Delan. If you know, you know, but you can't hear it. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. That's the marching band of the high school, just in case y'all were wondering. For the face, not too bad. I mean, not great, but not too bad. And I'm going to go ahead and hair around just the front of the face and maybe thin the nose down a little bit just right here along the bridge. But no, I think he's pretty cool. I don't know what y'all think. If you like him, hit that like button. Help me out. square. Let's try to take some of that square out. But now. Face-wise, until I go ahead and put the eyes in it with the burr, I mean, you kind of see it. It's kind of cute. You know, it's not too bad. Hey, y'all, I want to show y'all something. This is the SOFIRN ST1 flashlight. It's got an amber light. It's rechargeable. And let me tell you, this thing is bright, 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 bright. I mean, it is bright, bright, bright. Anyway, I really like this flashlight. Really cool. Y'all check it out. I want to say right now it's on sale right around 25 bucks on SOFIRN's website. And I would encourage y'all to check that out. They sent it to me, and I got a shortcut out about it too. But that said, let's get more into this guy. Start digging his hands out. I think I'm going to go a little lower than what I initially had. And I'm going to go ahead and give it some fingers right here. And just little hands, you know, little hands. Little hands, like his arms is hanging down, and then big feet. It's going to be the Bigfoot after all. kind of looks like a Lego Bigfoot. If there was a such thing as a Lego Bigfoot, this would be him. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of cute. You know, the leg's kind of cute. Head kind of cute. You can tell what you're looking at already. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm having fun with it too. But this is the first time I've made a 3D Bigfoot at all. So I figured you start small, right? You make a Bigfoot holding a go away sign. I think I'll change my thumbnail later to if Bigfoot was a Lego, this would be what he'd look like. Something along that lines. But anyway, let's go ahead and give this guy some fingers. Dig the belly out a little bit, away from where the sign's going to be. Belly dug out just a little bit. Pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. Hey, y'all, don't forget. Check out this SOFIRN ST1. It's in the description. Pretty cool light. Very bright. It's amber. I mean, this thing is bright, bright. It's rechargeable. It's only about 25 bucks on our link. Check that thing out. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get back going. Enough shameless plug, right? At least like in a minute. As I'm carving this, I'm wondering if I ought to just leave this piece in and make the go away sign here, but I would rather it stuck out on both sides. So I guess not really. I mean, it's not a bad idea though, but I don't think that's what I really want. The other thing is, I'm going to have to come down quite a bit on the shoulders to make this hole. Because I kind of started this backwards, really, for how you would normally do this. But we're going to make it work. I'm going to go to that 12-inch bar there, or 12-inch regular chain. Second thought, carbon bar is not going to have all that kickback. side cut out, you know. And I mean, the only reason I did it that way, I was really nervous about how it was going to come out on this side. But that said, we'll keep right on going. Y'all hit the like. I appreciate you guys being here. Looks like we're up to 110 already. Side out, see if we can't get that right. I mean, we could try to push through with the 20-inch bar. I'm going to try that, but I'm afraid I'm going to get so much kickback it's not going to be worth it. But it just makes sure it comes out the same. That's why I want to try it on the other side. Of that. I'm gonna go with the 12, see if I can't dig it in that way. Just too much kickback, or actually carbon bar. That's how I got the other one out, so I'm gonna go back to that. I don't want to screw it up. I mean, he's looking super cute. Did I carve in a 6-pack? I'm thinking he looks like he's drank a 6-pack every day for his life myself. But yeah, just a little bit. I'm gonna hair it up. Bad. By the time you hear it up, you'll still be able to see the lines there. But I'm more of a 12-pack kind of guy. Can you see? Ooh, yeah. No. All right. Let's get digging this baby out. like, you know, he can also pass for an Ewok. I don't know, Ewok with the go away sign. You know, I don't know. It's kind of cute. We're gonna name him Bill the Furry Guy. All right, let's work on that. Give him some lines for his hands. You know, his thumb would be up under, so he won't have that. But just 4 fingers across there. You know, it's just gonna be straight lines, simple. And then we'll go to the feet. I could just take a finger sander and sand some nails in there. I think that would be cute in the end. Think about the feet a little bit. I wonder if I ought to go back into the nails. So I want him to have toes, noticeable toes. And the only way I'm going to get that with this block of a foot is to cut back in here some more. And so I can. That part's no problem. But it might also help if I go up that way. Let's try that. And he's definitely got some big old blocky feet. I'm glad he's got underwear on. We don't want to see anything flopping around. You got to keep it under control, buddy. Keep it under control. Good. I can give him just some basic toe shapes for now. I mean, to get it more rounded, I'll probably end up using a flat disc. But that's it. I appreciate y'all watching. What are we up to now, by the way? 183. Can we get the 200 likes before we're done with this thing? Let's see. Okay, so these 5 toes. I don't want a 6-toed Sasquatch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, let's see if we can do it without screwing it up. is what it is. I mean, we're having a good time with him. He's cute. We got to carve the toes down, give him some little toenails. That'll be, you know, some tricky stuff, but not really. I mean, it's not that hard. But I gotta make DeLand, you'd be proud of me tonight. I'm just glad you can't hear it. How about that? Why is he hearing that if he's going to put a sign there? Well, I'll tell you, I always do it on the bears and stuff because if they decide to take the sign off, you know, you still got hair. front here. And so really putting the detail on the toes and the fingers. I got to do that. And I'm thinking about the sign. I've got some poplar pieces. I got to walk in here and pull one. Here, hold on a minute. Well, it'd have to be cut. And I don't have any that are that thin. So I'd have some that would be cut. But I'm thinking about just going ahead, attaching the sign right to him, carving the sign right on him. It's going to say go away, and I'm going to do it in cowboy style with a chainsaw, so I think it'll look pretty good. But that's what I'm thinking. And that's the first time I've tried to carve Bigfoot 3D. You know, he's a little welcome Bigfoot. It's made to look cute, you know. I mean, that's the plan. So I think before I go any further, though, just real quick, just for the visual of this, let's give him some eyeballs. And it'll help. It just, you know, it just makes him stand out, look good. You know, you kind of tell what the heck you're looking at. And that's kind of what we're after, you know. I mean, not my fuel can down, but it lands up top. It's pretty much empty anyway. And I got to determine if I'm going to use the biggest eyes. I don't think so. I should use a, and I want to give him wonky eyes. They were planning or every intention of doing that. I think these, it's probably this one. Yeah, that one's fine. If I went any bigger than that, it would look too big. But, you know, I mean, at the same time, you're trying to make him look funny. You know, I mean, he's supposed to be a cute little wonky Bigfoot holding a go away sign. I mean, he's not supposed to look like the big scary monster. He's got to look like something that, you know, 2-year-olds would want to come up and, oh, it's a Bigfoot. Oh, you know what I mean? That's what you're shooting for. Okay. Just give him a piece of cord here. Let's give this guy some eyeballs. And then I got to roll him around and do the back. I'll do that kind of like a sideways angle. But I got some stuff I got to cut out of the back. And I might even, you know, I mean, usually something like that with a sign, it's going to be up against the wall and you'd never see it. But I might try to give him like little butt cheeks. I don't know. Whoa. See what I did there? I put the biggest one in when I meant to put the smallest one in. I can't, or the smaller one. I can't explain that other than to tell you I'm dumb. I talk too much. I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Yesterday I burnt my hand. Okay, it's because I'm always in a hurry. No patience. Zero zips. And that's the appeal of chainsaw carving to me, because anything that takes more than a day, I really don't want to jack with. I get busy. I want to do something else. You know, I'm definitely not lazy. I'll just get bored easy. If that makes any sense. Okay. If it don't make any sense, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist, and neither are you. All right, yeah. I think I like where that's in enough at. And how close that is to that one. Well, this is stand to go up just a little bit. Yeah, not bad. Give him some eyeballs. I need my life a little bit. Yeah. That way you kind of, you know, I mean, I brought him to life a little bit. We can give him some nose holes and stuff too. Hey, and don't forget, guys, you check out my link for the SOFIRN ST1 flashlight. This thing's really small, ergonomic, fits in a pocket easily. You know, you can put it in a pocket protector, whatever you use it for work. So it got an amber light. This light is extremely bright. And this thing is got a rechargeable battery. It's supposed to last for, I want to say, it was like 150 hours on a charge or something like that. But that said, check that out. That's a pretty nice light. And check it out in my link. I got 2 links on there for that light, the SOFIRN ST1. And we got the ST10 too that we showed Friday. And man, is that a really cool light too. But anyway, so we're getting the face. I don't know if I want to keep with the face or roll him over and finish the back. Let's do the back first before we get into that. People are out to see you run a chainsaw. I mean, at least that's my impression. I'm not going to be wrong. You know, I don't get everything right. Just about everything. That's the wife. I don't get nothing right. You know, hey, boss lady, does Bear get anything right? Nope, never. Dumbest guy you ever met. I don't know how he walks and chews gum. a naughty little Sasquatch, ain't he? All right. Turn this around, and just in case, what I'm going for is just in case somebody cares what the back looks like, we're gonna give him a little butt cheek, you know, and yeah, clean up his arms. That ain't bad. That's all we were really going for right there. He's kind of cute, you know. I think he's cool. You know, we'll name him Bartholomew the Sasquatch or something like that. Hey, 262, we'll take that. That's a good amount of likes. I like that. But he's looking pretty cute. I'm thinking I'm going to go over and look for a piece that we can make our sign out of. And here, let's do a test real quick. Turn the lights off. Hey, the lights are off. How about that? All right. We can see him. Does he look spooky? Dun, 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 dun. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Hey, kind of looks cool in the dark, doesn't it? Oh, well, let me turn the lights back on. Hold on a second. Just hang out. I'm going to go over here and find a board. We'll see if we can't work this board down to fit and screw her to her. Hold on. Yeah, my neighbors are like Native Americans. They're always out here dancing around and making all kinds of racket. I think I heard them while I was gone. Let's see. Yeah. So if we take and cut a piece off of that, and I'm just going to do the saw. I thought I'd do a tail saw, but, you know, I mean, I ain't a perfectionist. I don't care. If it looks okay, if it don't look okay, what are we down to? Let's see, 270. Heck yeah. All right, let's make us a strip out of this. It'll fit in there. That might be a little big for go away, but we can always cut more off. That's not like that's an issue either. Okay. All right, so let's cut this down. Let me put my headphones back on, and we'll have Bigfoot help us. He's a pretty good helper. I mean, he's the best flashlight holder in the world if he was working on your car, right? All I got to do is set it there. Okay. I got that right before I cut it off. And you know, to be honest, I thought he'd do a better job than that. I'm going to have to go back to the Sasquatch Union Hall and get a different Sasquatch, I think. I don't know. Snap that off there. See how that fits in there. There's a piece that's I don't particularly care for that piece. Let's see if I can't zip that off there real quick. And as long as it fits in there, I mean, we can make it fit. That part shouldn't be any problem. Then it's just a matter of, are we gonna chainsaw cut it in, or are we gonna okay, this side would be a better side facing that. And the way his chin is, look at that. About fits in there perfect, doesn't it? Bigfoot holding a sign. Heck yeah, that's what we were going for. All right, I'm gonna beat that in there. And then, let's see, straighten it out a little bit too. They're gonna knock back. They're gonna knock back, trust me. Oh, you hear them? Okay. Alright. Screw it to it, I'd say. Shoot one screw deep down in that thing. Yeah, I'd say. I don't know though. It really needs burnt first. But at least, yeah, I forgot all about that. Okay, here. This is how you do it when you do it wrong. Okay. Hey, that even got my phone going. Okay. All right, let's get the torch out. Hold on a second. I need a drink. Put it under the sign. Where's the cookie? Turn this on. I'm gonna burn him. Now look, if y'all hear him screaming, that's your imagination. And I still got some face work to do and all that, but I'd rather get the chest done and the front, all the rest of the body. Get that look like a new one. Nice burn. It looks good. We'll probably stick with that burn. Other than we'll have to go back. We'll probably end up doing a lot of touch-up burn because we got to put the fingernails in and all that stuff. When we got to do the nose holes, clean the face up, all that with a finger sander. And realistically, the finger sander I have, well, it has a belt in it. It's pretty well plugged up, so thing's useless now, right? Okay, let's put this in here. We're going to use him to hold his own sign while I carve it. That's my plan, anyway. And I don't know. By the time I draw it out, I might decide not to carve that tonight, but I'll make up my mind here in a minute. I just know I'm pretty happy with that, how he came out. Pretty even? Yeah, it's not bad. Especially for first time making a 3D. And the idea being, you know, going for something cute. Hey, and don't forget, guys, check out SOFIRN. Check out this SOFIRN ST1 light. This light's pretty cool. I really like it. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Shows you their brand logo. The link is in the description. And this thing is bright. It's an amber light, and man, is it bright. I really like it. But that said, we'll get back to what we're doing here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot one screw in him, I think. And I want to carve the sign right on him. That's what I'm thinking. What the heck? Might as well. See if I can find my battery girl over here. Papa, don't preach. Yeah, a little Nirvana. How about that? All right. It's not Nirvana. That's Madonna. You idiot. Yeah, I hear my neighbor's cows. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It's about half a mile across there. The neighbor's got some cows. And every time I hear them cows moaning and going, yeah, you know, making that noise, I always think, hollering over there or calling him up and telling him to get off of him because the guy don't like me anyway. But yeah, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm sure he wouldn't like me after that, right? Okay, I'm looking for the battery drill. Where in the heck is the battery drill? I don't remember taking it inside for anything. The last thing I used it for was I made this earlier, and then after I painted this, I unscrewed it, and that was out here. So, that's just life. I lose my stuff a lot, and it's in plain sight. I'm telling you, it's here. It's just where here, there, everywhere. Old McDonald had a farm. I could go in the garage and look, and that's all right. I can show y'all the pile of stuff. If I can keep signal, I can show you guys the pile of stuff we got ready real quick. I don't know. Let's go in here and find out. Man, I'm telling you, I'm sure that thing was out here. I mean, you know, it's just one of them things. You know, I'm probably wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. Here, walk over here. Look in the dark. You guys see anything out here? Yeah, it's dark, right? Yeah, it's dark. Uh-oh. There we go. Not dark anymore. You can see. How about that? Because it's flashlight. Pretty cool. Okay. All right. Let's run in the garage real quick. I'll give y'all a quick glance at the floor. I don't know what the heck I did to that battery drill. It's got to be in here. Oh, yeah, I do remember now. Because I took it in there, so don't be surprised if I lose you. I shouldn't, but I still could. I took it in the garage. I was carving that 5 o'clock somewhere, and I did that with the flex shaft. So the drill is in here. That said, we got the Brutus. He's all, here, I'll show you guys. He's all sanded, ready for paint. Haven't started him yet. But he's looking pretty cool. I'm pretty happy how he came out, especially considering it's my first one. Here's another one I did today, Cardinal. He's not finished. But here's a pack of stuff. That's the only thing here, this stuff that doesn't need clear coated. All them Cardinals, the bass, the bird and the cow back there in the big Cardinal, they all need clear coated. And then creation dust. He taught me a trick on these here. He told me instead of just using a hole saw, cut the hole out, and then use Bondo in there to make it sit in there, and a can fits in there perfectly, which the bottle's not bad, but the can fits in there. And what I did is I just took the can, it was a brand new Coke can, and which fits tighter than the bottle anyway, and filled that in up against the can on the one side with the Bondo, and then spray painted it black, covered it up. And still, it holds the bottle pretty decent, but nothing like the cans. But most people are probably going to put a can in that thing, you know, so that's why we did it the way we did. But I learned that from Creation Dust. He's the one that told me to do it that way. That was the way to do it. And he was right. I mean, you you could chainsaw carve a block out, just a block, and take a can and step it in there and dump a bunch of Bondo in there if you wanted and make you a perfect fit. And the other thing is the can, I just lightly tapped the can one time with a hammer and it broke free from the Bondo. So that was pretty easy. I mean, it was really good advice that I got. Of course, he's a 28-year professional chainsaw carver, and you'd be a fool not to listen to the guy. He's done it all his life. So, all right, there we go. All right. Okay. Let's run this baby in. I'm gonna run in there deep. What do you think, Mr. Squatchy? That's in there pretty deep. Deep enough, I'm not gonna hit it. How about that? That's what we're going for. And then I'll probably run 1 to 2 more in it once it's done. I'm looking for a pencil. Here we go. Okay. So, we want to do this chainsaw carver style, go away. So we're going to give it a couple blocks. And that's going to be my go. And right next to my screw, so I stay out of the screw. Well, probably going to be, let's see. Maybe I'll take these back a little bit. Oh, I hear a helicopter. That's unusual out here. So, cross that one out. Just kind of on the fly, you know. And then we said here, right? We'll move this back just a little bit. Draw it out. Like that sound? Oh, I guarantee the boss lady, she'd be complaining if she heard that. Oh, that's the awfulest sound ever. Sounds like you're scratching a chalkboard. Yeah, that's kind of similar to scratching a chalkboard, actually. You'd be correct. Okay, in the end, this is getting confusing, isn't it? So, yeah, that's going to be... I'll probably take I'm going to clean it up because I don't want to get confused when I'm cutting that. Start over, right? Just the inside. Just buzz it off real quick and redo them so they come out right. But yeah, I mean, you know, Bigfoot wouldn't hold a welcome sign. You know, I mean, if he did, he'd be like a special needs Bigfoot. I don't know. I mean, but he kind of looks like that anyway. You know, I don't know. Let's try that. That's something similar to what we're after. Kind of, sort of. Okay, go. I gotta think, you know, Bigfoot, he'd be kind of a connoisseur. You know, he'd want Old West. He wouldn't want no, you know, ball carve to go away. He'd want a cowboy chainsaw carved go away sign. That's what he'd want. Now, I might be biased. I don't know, because that's what I like too. And I like to think that me and Bigfoot might have similar tastes and, you know, a few things, you know. I mean, other than pretty sure that some of the things he's eating out in the dumpster and all that, I'll probably pass on. But, you know, if you're hungry enough, I mean, what would you do, you know? Might not be too bad, after all. I'm not trying to judge him. Well, maybe a little. Okay, so here's my line. And then Y is a Y. Right? I'll do it like that. And then to make sure, I leave a letter where the letter goes in a couple of these cases. Color down. Okay. All right, I can carve that. I'm going to do it. Sorry to put you guys asleep. Getting ready to do it. What are we up to here? 289 likes. That's pretty good. Maybe by the time I carve this, we'll have 300. But, I mean, I would understand somebody being, hey, we don't know if you can do this, so we're skeptical. Oh, okay. Clean some of that stuff off. We'll get some color out of it. I don't know. I might paint it black too to get down in the grooves. But to start with, we'll burn it. I think that's gonna work there. I mean, that's just what a Sasquatch would say. Go away. I mean, he ain't want to hang out, you know. Uh-oh. Did I not turn the gas on? I thought I did. No, I did not. Okay. For some reason I thought it was on there. No, I don't know. It's good. Try. Like we might just be able to stick with that, with the burn and sand. Burn, sand, burn. Burn, sand, or burno, right? Yeah. Okay. Where's my mask? Yeah, if I can get by without painting that, to, you know, the idea of painting it is to get down in those grooves. If I can get by without doing that, I'd actually be pretty happy. So let's see how it goes. So we're going to knock it off here. Here, this will be, do I want to knock that off or not? I was thinking, yeah, all the edge, it's all get trimmed off. So, right off the bat, that block needs to be black. So, I'm going to burn it. Hear all that noise? There's a combine going down the road. Making a lot of racket. Guys getting their work done for the year, you know. So, we're going to leave that space black, because it didn't make any sense. It looked like another letter. And I don't care for that G either. It looks so much like a C, you know, but it is what it is. Most people are going to know. Alright, so yeah, that makes a lot more sense. You can tell he said what he said. You know, he's not very happy, letting the world know it. You know, go away, you jerks. We're trying to have a good time over here, and we're trying to hide, mind our own business, and you're impeding that. One more screw in the bottom. I grabbed one that had a Phillips bit, so that ain't gonna do me no good, right? Yeah, I wouldn't think. But that's what we were going for. He needs some toe work, fingernail work, face work, sand the face out, give him a little line right down through here, make his nose cleaned up. That's what he needs yet. Yeah, right about there. That's fine. Try to put some of the blowing down a little bit. There we go. All right, so, but that's the basic go away Bigfoot idea. You know, cute little guy. And like I said, that's the first time I've made a 3D piece. So I'm pretty happy with him, you know. It's pretty daggone cute. Clean the face up, sand it, give him some toes, all that. We've been on here a good while, though. It's almost 10 o'clock, 87 minutes. So I guess, hey, Matthew, what's going on? Heck yeah. I can hang out if y'all want to try to get me to 300. I can go ahead and work on the nails a little bit. You guys want me to do that? Is that what you're saying? Hey, I appreciate that, Land Raver 90. It's the first time I've ever tried it. Heck yeah. Make a little Bigfoot. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to try it, baby kisses, okay. I'll hang out. If you guys think you can get me 8 more, that's awesome. I got the best cheerleaders ever. Let me zoom in. It's hard enough to just get down on it. But let's go ahead and give him some toes. Some toenail. This belt, I'll show you what I mean. This belt's pretty gummed. So I don't know. And actually, there's a bad spot right there. So it might break in the process. But let's try it. I mean, it ain't gotta be super detailed. I mean, he's a cute little big go away Bigfoot. I mean, he's not like a Picasso. I mean, I'm not capable of making a Picasso. You know, I mean, maybe a Rembrandt, but not a Picasso. You know what I mean? So let's see what we got. Yeah. I bet you I could draw the Mona Lisa with my left hand, and I'm right-handed. How about that? All right. In other words, I wasn't impressed with that one. Oh yeah, guys, hey, don't let me forget. I gotta plug our sponsor for this live stream, SOFIRN, the SOFIRN ST1 flashlight. Really neat. Thing lasts forever. Real bright amber light. I mean, this thing is bright, bright, bright. Look at that. I'm a scary guy. Okay, all right. Anyway, check it out. Check out our link for that SOFIRN. I want to say it's like 25 bucks right now. You have to look and see what it is. It's not that much. And it's a nice light. Very stylish. I was going around them, and I think I'm just going to go with this. This is supposed to be cute. Make this one a little bigger. I just noticed something. So if I give it out, he's got 6 toes. You see what happened? This piece chipped off, and I didn't realize it when I was putting this sand to it. And I made it look like he's got 6 toes. Yeah. hey, screw it. I don't care. No matter what, it's cute. I can pull some lines through the eyebrows real quick. Yeah, I guess the more I do, the more he's done, right? Less I got to come back to. My plug was bent. There we go. Okay. Yeah, using a pointy burr right now. Go back that finger sander, clean our face up a little bit. See if we can't get to the 300. And if we can't. Not that big a deal. I ain't gonna stay on too much longer. Let's see what we're up to. What do you guys think? 296. We're getting close. Heck yeah. Hey, Plywood, what's going on, buddy? I think we could use a couple lines across his forehead too. And then we'll burn that kind of quick torch it, try to burn some of that off. Hopefully don't darken his face too much. Huh? Oh, plug her on one end. You'll have that, right? Okay. Alright, let's see if we can clean that up with a torch without burning it off or blackening it back up. I don't want a brown face. Keep the face. If the face is light, then it's a nice contrast. At least I think so. Uh-oh, what did I do wrong? It's off. That's what's going on. Alright. Come on, baby. I know one thing, I'm not sticking my hand in front of it. I did that yesterday. Well, I'll tell you, stupid hurts. Trust me. Did the flint fall out maybe or something? I don't know. It looks like it's about done, actually. I got a lighter over here, though. That should be pretty instant, right? I'm out. Alright. I think that dude's looking pretty good. What do y'all think? Hey, get him on the thumbnail. And get one more good close-up look here. Yeah. I don't think that's too bad for first Sasquatch. Little carving, go away, super cute. Man, we're one like off a, hey, you know what? I'll get my 300 likes when I like it. How about that? And I can do that, right? But yeah, I think he's a pretty cute little guy, you know. Not too bad. There it is, 300. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, Nest of Nature. Yeah, it looks just like Junior and his sister. You got it, my man. Heck yeah, thanks, baby kisses. Appreciate the hard work. Thanks, Matthew. Hey, Billy, where's my ice cream? Hey, Mandy, I didn't see you, but I seen you. Plywood, glad to have y'all in there, that's for sure. Heck yeah, it is, baby kisses. That's what we were going for. Cute little Bigfoot guy, you know. No doubt. All right, guys, so that's what I got, and we will be back. Hey, I appreciate that, Land Raver. We're going to be back on Tuesday night. I don't know what I'm doing. We're also going to be at the Hocking Hills Lodge Thursday, live carving from roughly 9:30 to about 4:30, something like that. That's what I'm shooting for. But anyway, we're going to see if we can sell a few of these pieces out there. But that's the plan. And we met Plywood out there at the Hocking Hills Lodge. It's a pretty nice place. Hey, I appreciate that, baby kisses. You're like one of the best fans ever, I swear. But that's where we're going to be this Saturday or Thursday. We're going to be at the Hocking Hills Lodge, carve a little bit. We got to try to keep it quiet because it is a hotel after all, you know, lodge. And so they kind of want me to, oh, I see Mandy's Nest of Nature. Okay. You changed your name. Okay. Hey, Johnny, what's going on, my man? But hey, we're going to be out there next Thursday. And then also, I think you'll be able to catch Creation Dust Wednesday. And I don't know if he's been in there tonight or not, but hopefully we can find out by Thursday for sure if he's going to be doing his Wednesday live, because I think they might be traveling. I don't know. I think he said something about that. I seen Baby Kisses kept telling him have a nice trip, and I ain't honestly sure what's going on there 100%, maybe 90%, but not 100. Hey, I appreciate that, Melissa. Heck yeah, hi, glad to see you in there. All right, guys, I'm going to hit it, and appreciate y'all being in there. Don't forget Thursday or Tuesday, we will be back. And that's what we got. In the meantime, I think you can catch Prairie Low Jr. around 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And so be sure and check him out. But that's what we got, guys. Hey, don't forget, come back when you can stay.